They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the back, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Huskies ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not.
Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the run, it's Burrell.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Really good good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He's already got 46 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Leaves it with the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
go back to work and punt it away for the second time. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Williams will pass. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Taking it the other way. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get...
There he goes! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams looking for a man. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Wants to fire on second down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Another incompletion on third down. And here... It's the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He now has 85 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Williams will pass. Caught over the middle. It's Burrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets them up on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same.
Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Lost to throw again. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Williams looking for a man. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to bull his way in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of 1st downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
On the double.
Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You're on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Burrell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. Inside the touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to...
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update. update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He's up to 113 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Martin will throw it. They'll run the screen. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
the defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Now the play fake. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Strickland. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Line getting set on second down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you...
Breaks into the open. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I love it when they slip it to the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak him by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. The give to the big fullback. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Game one, you want to come out and put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Let's go! Let's go!
Smart move to keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the fullback. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. They'll start this drive going to the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Strickland. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They cough it up near their own goal line. Touchdown, Husky! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season.